Once again, a very good morning, everyone. Hope you all are very much fine. I'm Dr. Neha Dubey, the Faculty of Management Department, SIRT, Sage Group of Institution. Today, again, I'm coming with the another part of the market structure, the topic of managerial economics for the MBA students. So let's start with our lecture. Now, today we will discuss the types of the market structure. So basically, there are the two kind of the market structures are there. That is the perfect competition, or the second one is the imperfect. So the perfect competition are the very much separate, and the another the monopoly, the monopolistic duopoly, and the oligopoly also rely on the imperfect competition. Okay, so the perfect competition is what where it contains the many companies, while economists don't exactly define how many companies this require, but it's enough so that each company has a little influence over the market. So there's a lot of competition within this market structure because it has a few barriers to entry. Hope you are reminded in a previous lecture that we discussed about the features of market structure, that is the free entry and exit. So this comes as the barriers to the entry. Now companies can easily join the industry because of the low startup cost and the wide availability of the resources. So this is the perfect competition. Don't you understand that is it is a very much simpler one? That's why the question mark comes as the some economist has raised this point. It is the not a realistic market, but the some are also saying that the agricultural product and the other local vendors or the roadside vendors comes into the category of this competition. So both are the opinions of the different authors. We can pursue it. In this market, all the companies sell the same product at about the same price, with the price fluctuation being very rare. A company can try to raise its price, but it's unlikely for a customer to buy it because they can buy the same product from a competitor at a lower prices. If a company tries to lower its prices to appeal to the customers, it may not make sufficient profits. So note that it's rare to see this market structure because most industries have a more barriers to entry or the product variation that allow to control the prices. Here is a very phenomenal example, or the simpler example is there. Our resident visit to the larger farmers market with the 100 tomato sellers are there. He notices that the sellers are the profitable and wants to enter the market. His startup cost as low as he buys affordable gardening supplies and begins growing tomatoes in his backyard. So since he uses the same garden techniques and the local soil, he produces tomatoes identically to the ones who the sellers grew. He sells his tomatoes at the same price and makes a decent profit. But when he realized if I am serving the same kind of a tomato or having a good quality of a tomato than the other sellers, so why cannot I raises my the 1% margin of on the selling price of that tomatoes? So what is the thing is that the customers will switch on to the other farmers. Okay, so they can buy the same tomato at a being a lower prices. And if they are, he is saying that he realized that if he reduces the 1% market share or the ideal market price, so lower down their prices. So what is going on? Either he is able to gain the good market share. No, no, not at all. They are saying the customers thinks about that the quality is not that much because another competitors are serving or selling the market at a, for example, 10 rupees kg, and he is selling at a just 5 rupees or a 6 rupees kg. Definitely the quality is compromised by it. So this is the perfect market competition. Another the local example comes into the my mind. That is I saw here the one market in Bhopal. So there are the Litti Chokha is serving in that road, Kechike road. So they are offering everyone, the four or five or the I think six sailors were there who are producing the manufacturing or producing the preparing the litti chokha and serving at a, say I'm not giving, I know don't know about the right price, but say here they are serving at a 50 rupees per plate, in which the chokha and the two littis comes into the one plate. Okay, so the someone has a B C D E, the five players are there. So the entry and exit is very much phenomenal. There is no requirement of the any kind of a persuasion of the legal issues, the entry or exit kind of related issues. Anyone, matlab, means the any one can enter in that market, and at any time they can exit from that market if by following the perfect market competition features. Okay. If they are saying that in persuasion of this example, if they are saying that no, I can sell it up to the 60 rupees per plate. Okay, so the customers have another four options are there who are serving at 50 rupees or around some bargaining, and the qualities are there. The qualities are maintained by all the ones are similar. And if they are saying that I can reduce and serve at the 35 or the 40 rupees per plate, so definitely the thing is comes into the consumers market. No, the four sellers are selling at a 40 rupees, so that is okay. But one is selling at a very little prices, so there is a something not good. So this is the features of a perfect market competition. Hope I'm clear to you. Now the monopoly. In a monopolistic market structure, there's only a one company. It's not a monopolistic market structure. It's only the monopoly market structure. Only the one company that serves a large market, and the lack of competition is often because of the entry barriers are a high startup cost, legal formalities, and the limited resources and the patents. So the monopoly in monopoly, no one by default can enter in that market. The single company sells a product that's a unique and unavailable anywhere else. So meaning a consumers have to purchase from the company if they want that product. If the company sets a price that consumers pay, it has a lot of control over the market price. That's why it is saying that a monopoly or as a king of that market. In many cases, monopolies are illegal because they can allow a company to take advantages of the customers by charging more as the only product provider. But the governments can come into the pictures. At some level, the government can allow or encourage the monopolies within a certain industry. But after, if the price hiking or the misuse of the price power has been taken by the monopoly, so the government can intervene it and put some restrictions or also. For example, they might allow a single company to dominate an industry if it operates in a way that benefit the society. To regulate monopolies, a government often uses the antitrust laws that prevent the unethical practices like the market allocation and the price fixing. Okay, so have you have any idea about the what example or which company comes into the mind of yours that listening the monopoly market structure? I think the railway. Yes, the railway is a best example for the monopoly market, and the many coal mines are also there. But railways, actually, we are using this facilities, or we are used to travel through the railway transport system. So we can easily understand by the monopoly. Only the one, yes, definitely the bus transportation and the other public transportation, the flights are also available as a competitor, but the railway is the most suitable one. That's why it is serving as a monopoly market. If they are increasing the prices and the features, etc., but there is no substitute of the this particular company. Now the oligopolistic market structure. It contains a few large sellers that sells to the many consumers, and it's challenging to enter the industry because of the factors like the high startup cost and the patents. But an oligopoly is easier to enter than the monopoly. So the companies may sell identical products like in perfect competition, or differentiated products like in monopolistic competition. The key difference is that each company has enough market power for its actions to affect its competitor. So, for instance, when one company lower its prices, the companies that want to stay competitive may also lower their prices. Okay, so I think the time of the lecture is going higher. So I am winding it up, and will be continued in the next lecture with the oligopoly market structure. Thank you.